So I figured I just might as well go live while I'm letting my teenage daughter drive me from the grocery store. Oh, you trying to go to the beauty supply? Let me tell my story real quick about why I was rushed to the ER this week before you go, because I needed to get this out before too much time passed.
By the house anyways.
Why it's still fresh? Why?
To drop this stuff off.
Okay. Well, be careful. Oh, y'all, I got my 14-year-old driving me up she drove me up the street to the grocery store. Now she finna drive me back home and to put the groceries up. And then she got to go to the beauty supply. I don't know if I'm going to let her drive to the beauty supply, even though I'm not even in the mood to drive, but that's on the road. But I needed to get this story time out because it did happen last Friday. And it was just a lot. So basically, I had been feeling bad all that day because, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome and hello to all my new subscribers. I'm over 3,000 subscribers right now, and I'm super, super excited. I did want to come back and do a video and let everybody know that I was demonetized. I have been demonetized for a year on YouTube, but I'm still posting and I'm still building my tribe. I'm building my legion, as Lips would say. I'm still trying to build my jewel legion on here on YouTube because I do plan on getting remonetized. And so I haven't been really too worried about being monetized on YouTube. Because I enjoy editing and recording and making videos and stuff. But I do plan on being remonetized because I eventually want YouTube to be a supplemental income for me and my family. So I'm still going to be putting in the work, guys. That's all to it. And sharing my life journey with y'all and being positive. And hey, just make sure, because you got to make sure you're looking around these trucks too.
That's what I did. That's why I stopped for a long time.
Pressing on that gas. Oh, so I gotta open the gate with my phone. Hold on, y'all. It's probably gonna pause because I need to open the gate with the phone that I'm on. And I recorded her driving to the store, so when I get off this live, I'ma post how well she did driving to the store. Hey, Stolen Z. So basically what I was saying, I was talking about being demonetized on YouTube. I don't know why I wanted to tell y'all that, but I do plan on making a video very soon to explain what I did to get demonetized on YouTube, because I'm definitely not making no money on YouTube, but I love YouTube. I love everything about it. I actually am very passionate and I enjoy editing and making videos. So I do plan on getting remonetized, but so that's why I'm still putting in the work and still sharing my life's journey, because I love sharing my journeys that go on in life. But anyway, so I was rushed to the ER last Friday around 12:30 a.m. I was home by myself. Thank you for liking the live. Don't be distracted, driver. Right. Don't be distracted, driver, they say. Hi, preppy girl. Never mind, you're not driving. No, I'm not driving. I'm not driving. My 14-year-old is driving, so she's getting ready to try to get a driver's permit this year when she turned 15. So we've been letting her get her practice in. Get the house key. But I just wanted to explain why I went to the ER. So basically I had a partial gastrectomy surgery 3 weeks ago, which means I got a piece of my stomach cut off. So just a brief replay of my history. I had a gastric sleeve 4 years ago, like around COVID time, and I regained some weight. I regained like 35, 40 pounds. I lost a total of 86 pounds. And then I started having some complications over the years. And I really just now went to the doctor for this because I felt like something been wrong over the years, where everything I drank, everything I ate was just burning, like burning up here in my throat. like feeling like it want to come back up, stuff like that. So I went and I was referred to a different surgeon. Went to the surgeon. He ran a test. He's very good at what he does. He ran a test on me. He put this little piece of. I got a video on this, and I'll drop it in the description box on this video actually, because I did create a video when I went and had this study done. But he put a little device on my esophagus on the inside through my mouth, and then I had to wear this machine around my neck. So y'all need to go check that video out too, because I had to wear that machine around my neck for 4 days to work. I wouldn't shame. I wouldn't embarrass. I did what I had to do. But it tested how much inflammation and acid that I had in my body. And so basically every time I drank something, whether it was water, whatever I drank, like I had to go through my regular life with this machine in my esophagus and one around a big old square machine around my neck. And every time I drank and eat and laid down and slept and got up, everything I did, I had to press a button, and it in that machine in my esophagus will start recording what I had going on in my body at that time that I pressed the button. Did that for 4 days straight. Took it back to the doctor. Took him a couple days to get the results and go over the results. Called me back in to do an evaluation and let me know what was going on. And pretty much, I had 98.7% of inflammation in my body, in my stomach and in my esophagus area. And that's why I had been suffering over the years, since having that gastric sleeve 4 years ago. And he said those numbers was very abnormal. Protein shake. um he said, I mean, pretty much 100% inflammation and acid in my body. Those numbers were very abnormal, and I needed to get a piece of my stomach removed that was holding all the inflammation in it. Otherwise, if I did not, I would have to be on a pill for the rest of my life. I would risk gaining cancer cells with age, the older that I get, and I also would risk my intestines rupturing. So I decided to go ahead and turn.
I did so good parking in here. So sure.
Good job. I decided to go ahead and turn the gastric sleeve that I had into a full bypass, because that means he was going to have to cut another piece of my stomach and get that inflammation section off. But then he also had to reroute my large intestines as well, because that's a part of the bypass. And that is the surgery that I just had 3 weeks ago. It's called a partial gastrectomy. I've did a video. I'll put that link in the description box as well, on the video that I did explaining and putting some Google notes and stuff up on the screen. Otherwise, you can just Google what partial gastrectomy is. But for lack of a better term, it is just doing a revision to the gastric sleeve to a full bypass. So that's why in my previous video, when I was explaining the surgery, this revision that I was getting to full bypass, I was explaining that when you see your friends and family members going and getting surgeries, to better their health. That's why I got the gastric sleeve 4 years ago, because I had been obese all of my adulthood. I'm a huge, huge foodie. I love to drink. I love to eat. And when you combine of excessively drinking alcohol and excessively eating, it causes obesity, because of all the carbs and sugar that's already in alcohol, and then because of all the carbs and fat that's in the food and stuff like that. So I'm trying to teach myself how to be more health conscious. So I just want to give y'all a backstory on the past gastric sleeve that I had versus the revision to bypass surgery that I just had 3 weeks ago. So now that's all of that. I'll drop a couple of links of previous videos in the description box, so y'all can go back and check those out, if you want any more insight on the surgery that I had and why I had to have it. Now moving forward, why I was rushed to the ER last Friday, I don't know. I started throwing up blood. I had not been feeling good all day that day. And for some reason, I just wasn't comfortable up here. I wasn't comfortable in my chest. My stomach felt off. I already been battling bad gas pains all in my back, my neck, my stomach, my shoulders. Gas has just been everywhere because you know when you have a major life threatening traumatizing surgery like that to your body, they have to literally blow your stomach up with gas so that they can put the cameras and the devices and stuff in to do what they need to do. So my body has been full of gas and full of pain for over, well, now finna be a month. And so Friday night, I'm laying in the bed. I had been tossing and turning all day. I had been uncomfortable all day. And 12:30 rolled around, 12:30 a.m., mind you. I'm trying to sleep. I had dozed off a little bit, but I was still very uncomfortable. My daughter wasn't at home with me. She had went to go spend the night with her sister. And so I was there by myself, just me and my two dogs. And 12:30 a.m., I jumped up. I felt like I had to throw up, immediately ran to the bathroom, and boom, I literally didn't throw up no food, nothing but blood came up, bright red blood. Not once, not twice, but 3 times I threw up blood. And you know, you can ask ChatGPT or Google. Throwing up blood is not good. Um, I was scared. Like, I don't even know how to explain my emotions. Like, the first thought came to my mind was, am I going to not live? Like, I've never threw up blood before, so and then I'm there by myself, so I had so many different emotions and so many different things going through my mind. Like, am I gonna pass? I felt like I had caught a heat flash. My body was sweating and soaking wet all over, and the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh Lord, you know, am I gonna pass out and potentially not wake up here by myself in my house by myself? So I immediately called my daughter. I sent her. I immediately took a picture of the blood in the toilet. I called my daughter, sent her the picture, told her I'm throwing up blood. She immediately said we on our way. And then I called my friend that lives 15 minutes from me, sent her the picture, told her to get over here because I'm throwing up blood and I need to go to the ER. I was literally, I didn't have no clothes on. I've been sleeping without clothes, just trying to be comfortable, like trying to figure out how to make myself comfortable. Um, and I was scared. Like, I had to go hurry up and go throw a moo on before my friend got there. I was scared to get off the toilet at first because I needed to go unlock the door so she could get in. And so I went in through a moo on, went and unlocked the door, and I went and sat back down. And it was just so freaking life-threatening, scary, y'all, that just last Friday, you know, just a couple days ago, I was rushed to the ER from throwing up blood, like literally at home by myself, not knowing why in the world nothing but blood was coming out of my mouth. I also showed the pictures to the doctors at the ER, and we saw blood clots in it as well. So went to the ER. They ran a CAT scan on me. They put some fluid in me so that they could see the fluid going down and make sure that everything was flowing through me the way that it was supposed to, through my intestines, to my stomach, through my liver, kidney, everything. They said everything came back. Everything came back good. Tell Naja I'm live. I'll call her when I'm finna get off in a minute. They said everything came back good. So nothing was ruptured. There was no acute bleeding. Um, I don't know. And then so I stayed from there from 12 like 12:45 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning. I got home at 6:30, took a shower, cleaned my toilet, and from there I just started having straight bloody bowel movements. When I'm saying bloody bowel movements, I'm saying like not even bowel, just straight dark, like almost dark brown, dark purple blood, nothing but blood. And I could, in the first time I sat down and did it, I could feel like a big old, it felt like a big old blood clot just shot out of me, like shot out of the bottom of me. And I know this might be TMI, but this is the best way I can explain this without even showing y'all the photos, because that is, I can't show y'all the photos. So it felt like a big old blood clot like fell out of the bottom of me, and then all of it was just dark red, and my stomach was spinning. Like, you know how you got a bubbly stomach from drinking too much alcohol the night before, or you got the stomach virus, and you could just feel and hear your stomach bubbling. You can hear it bubbling, you can feel it spinning. My stomach was just spinning and spinning and spinning. And I did that bowel movements. I had 4 bowel movements that was nothing but straight blood, dark blood. And because I have a couple of friends that are nurses, they're saying that it could possibly be, and I feel like this too, that it could possibly be old blood that my body has been needing to release since I had the surgery. Because the surgery that I had is so traumatizing to the body. It's a life-threatening surgery. I'm so thankful to God. I have a very weird neighbor that loves to sing, so he just threw me off. But anyway, it's a life-threatening surgery, you guys, and it was scary. I know that I'm like that was the closest thing that has ever happened to me in my whole entire life, and I'm 38 years old. That made me feel like, am I about to pass away because I'm throwing up blood, and this is something totally new for me in my life. um but I actually do feel, I go and see my surgeon, mind you, because today is Memorial Day, so everybody closed. My surgeon told me to come and see him on Tuesday, and he's gonna do an EDG, which is just put the camera down my throat. I gotta be put to sleep again. He's gonna put the camera down my throat and take a look at the in the camera and see from this way. You know, the ER did the CAT scan where they looked inside of my stomach, from the top, but he's gonna put the camera down my throat and look from down my throat and see what he can see. But I don't go and do that. It's supposed to be tomorrow. It's Tuesday. So I don't know why I was throwing up blood. I don't know why I had 4 bath movements full of dark blood. The only thing in my spirit right now is what I can say, what I feel in my spirit is that my body is purging itself. Because they said, well, do you feel bad? And I'm like, no, I feel fine. Like, I have not felt bad. It's just been blood coming out the front and the back. That's it. So in my spirit, I honestly feel like now that I know the CAT scan came back fine, I feel like my body just needed to purge itself, and it's replenishing in the blood. It's cleaning itself. You know, our bodies are very powerful. Like I always say, we the real aliens, because our bodies are powerful and they do have a mind of their own. And the way that our bodies function is just very magical. And it's stuff that scientists and that we'll never even understand how God created our bodies and the functionalities that our bodies do. It's just very mind-blowing and very magical to me, at least. And so being that I am okay and I am alive, um, I just think that my body was cleaning itself, and it needed to get all that old blood out and flush all that blood out. I'm getting emotional because I'm just, that's emotional time for me, and I'm glad that I'm okay. Um, and I thank my body. If that's what my body was doing, and it just needed to get all that old blood out and replenish itself with some new blood for me to be healthier and for us to move past this traumatizing surgery we have, all I can say is thank you, body, because I'm fine. And I do want closure. I wish I would have came home with more closure than just saying the CAT scan came back the CAT scan came back normal and I didn't have any internal bleeding. Like that made me feel really good. Even though I don't have much closure, I was glad the CAT scan showed that I didn't have any internal bleeding, because that's a big deal. But I wish I had more closure as to why blood was coming up my throat. I kind of understand why it would be coming out the back, which having bowel movements with blood is not good neither. But again, I feel like my body was purging itself. I feel like it was cleaning itself. I feel like it's healing itself. Um, And that's where I'm at right now. I will come back and give you guys an update after I see my surgeon and get this EDG done or whatever he's going to do to look himself and figure out why I could have been bleeding from the front and the back. I'll come back and give you guys an update. But for now, we just going to say, thank God I'm alive. I'm thankful for life. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good even though I got a bonnet and some shades on. And I'm still here to live out my journey. And I will keep you guys updated. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. I definitely got a lot of great content coming up talking about, just life, our life journeys. I'm going to be sharing every step of the way with you guys, my surgery journey, because of course getting a piece of your stomach cut off does result in weight loss, which I very much needed to lose the little extra 35 pounds I gained from the first weight loss surgery I had. So I'm serious this time. Like my health, I'm turning 40 in December, and I'm big on my health care right now. My self care, my health care, my self love, positivity, spreading love. Like that is what this channel is all about. And like, comment, and subscribe if you're here for that. If you want to see my journey and join me on my journey, you are more than welcome to be here in my Jules Legion. I feel like I want to use Legion because Lips is not here anymore. Unfortunately, and I really like that word Legion that he called his subscribers. Legion means army. Like, look it up. It means a army of people together. And I already call y'all my jewels because we all are jewels. We all diamonds in the rough. And God loves us all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call y'all jewels, because that's what we are. So Jules Legion is what it is. So if y'all want to join my Legion over here, you're more than welcome. Like, comment, and subscribe on my videos, and stay tuned for this journey. And at the end of my videos, I try to always say, which I need to get back into it, is let those lights shine bright, because we all are jewels in God's eyesight. Bye, Jules.